These cars are a bit good. I mean, they don't half go a bit, don't they, the Vectra GSIs?
Definitely do, with just under 200 brake horsepower under the bonnet. They don't hang about.
So how have these sort of cars held up in the marketplace? Do they tend to depreciate quicker than the standard saloon versions of, say, the Vectra?
They tend to hold the value a little bit better than the normal ones we're seeing at the moment. I mean, particularly the SRI, as soon as we get them in, they're gone, and that's the 1.8 and the 2 litre. But this one, having all the toys on it, it's actually fully loaded Recaro interior, and with the load suspension with the skirts on it, looks very much the business.
These cars are quite rare. Does that add extra value to them? Does it make them more expensive because there are so few of these particular models about?
Yes, I mean, at the end of the day, they're quite a desirable motor car. They drive extremely well, and they do have a certain following.
What are the downsides to having a sportier version of a Vectra like this? I mean, what about wear and tear, insurance, tyre wear, things like that?
All of those are a little bit dearer than the norm. I mean, obviously you've got a performance engine under the bonnet, so it's going to need better spark plugs, better oil, that type of stuff. Obviously tyres as well on these aren't cheap. The big low profile tyres, you're talking around about £800 for a good set of tyres for this.
Do you think that these sort of cars, the performance versions of sort of standard saloons, have taken over from like the hot hatchbacks in the marketplace these days?
Yeah, certainly. The people that used to drive the little Renault 5 Turbo enjoyed themselves immensely back in the 90s. So things like this, as those car drivers has matured, and obviously they need a bigger car if they've got families, etc. These things give you a little bit more drivability. You can go down the motorway at 70 miles an hour in one of these without getting rattled to death.
I've always thought that the Vectra has had a bit of a rough ride from the motoring press and the likes, who have panned it ever since it was first introduced. It underwent a bit of a change about 2 to 3 years ago, which smartened the car up, and they did make some serious revisions to it. And this GSi certainly has benefited from those. The steering and the handling are very sharp and very precise. A lovely, slick, smooth 5-speed gearbox. The brakes are excellent, if not a little spongy at first perhaps, but once you put your foot down hard, you know that this car is going to stop you in a hurry. Now, there's a new Vectra out in about 2 years' time, and that is going to have to be extremely good to compete with the likes of the brand new Ford Mondeo and the new Renault Laguna as well. But if you're looking for a fast car, we're talking fast here, that has a bit of a good look to it as well, and is pretty good value for money, the Vectra GSi might well be on your shopping list.